Judge Judy, where is she now? She didn't just redefine courtroom television. She became a global icon of justice, discipline, and no-nonsense truth-telling. For 25 years, Judge Judy was a powerhouse in daytime TV. Her sharp wit, take-no-prisoners attitude, and lightning-fast decisions made her one of the most recognizable figures on television. Then, one day, she simply vanished from the screen. But no, Judy Sheindlin didn't retire. She had a bold plan, one that would reinvent everything we thought we knew about courtroom television and herself. Before we dive into the shocking truth behind her exit, reinvention, and the behind-the-scenes drama, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every subscription helps us keep the facts flowing, the coffee brewing, and the gavels slamming. Now, let's go back to where it all began, from courtroom to camera. Before her fame, Judy Sheindlin was a rising legal star. In 1965, after passing the New York State Bar, she began her career in the corporate world, working as a lawyer for a cosmetics firm. But the job didn't satisfy her. 2 years in, she left to focus on raising her children, Jaime and Adam. In 1972, she returned to the legal world, but this time it was personal. A friend told her about an opening as a prosecutor in New York's family court. She applied, got hired, and quickly built a reputation for being fierce, focused, and fair. Her no-nonsense attitude caught the attention of city officials, and in 1982, she was appointed to criminal court by Mayor Ed Koch. 4 years later, she was promoted to supervising judge of Manhattan's family court. She didn't just follow the law, she enforced it with passion. Her reputation eventually attracted national media. In the early 90s, a Los Angeles Times article described her as a firebrand with a mission to clean up the court system. That article made waves. Television producers took notice, and before long, CBS invited her to appear on 60 Minutes. The audience? They were hooked, from judge to superstar. The 60 Minutes segment led to Judy's first book, Don't Pee on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining. But she wasn't finished. After retiring from the bench in 1996, she was approached with an idea for a syndicated TV courtroom show. She agreed, and Judge Judy was born. But something was missing. She needed a bailiff, someone she could trust. That's when she remembered Petri Hawkins Byrd, a former court officer who had once sent her a letter saying he'd come out of retirement just to work with her again. She called. He answered. And the rest is television history, the chemistry that made history. The dynamic between Judy and Byrd was unmatched. His calm, steady presence balanced her fierce delivery. Byrd maintained courtroom order while Judy delivered her famous verbal takedowns. From the moment Byrd called, "All rise," viewers knew they were in for entertainment and justice. Judge Judy wasn't just another daytime show. At its peak, it drew 9 to 10 million daily viewers. It outperformed Oprah. It became the highest-rated program in daytime television. At one point, polls even showed Americans trusted Judge Judy more than the actual U.S. Supreme Court justices. But while the show was beloved, it took 15 Emmy nominations before finally winning in 2013. That victory opened the floodgates. More awards followed, including Guinness World Records for longest-serving television judge and most episodes for a courtroom show. The paycheck that shook Hollywood. In 2005, it was revealed that Judy earned a jaw-dropping $25 million annually. That number later climbed to $45 million, placing her among the richest women in entertainment. By 2015, her net worth approached $100 million. With all that success came criticism. Some felt her salary was excessive, especially compared to real judges working daily in overloaded courtrooms for a fraction of the pay. But fans didn't mind. They loved her sharp sense of justice and her ability to cut through nonsense. Her decades in family court turned her into what many called a human lie detector. However, not everyone agreed with her methods, controversies, behind the robe. As time passed, some fans noticed a change. Judy seemed more impatient. Critics claimed she often interrupted litigants, appeared biased, or was dismissive of people on public assistance. Some questioned if the show still reflected the same integrity that made her famous. Behind the scenes, Judy was under pressure. The show filmed constantly. There were no breaks. Litigants were paid to appear, sometimes up to $500, along with travel, meals, and hotel stays. Allegedly, some participants even faked disputes just to cash in on the appearance. In 2011, after years of non-stop work, Judy collapsed on set. She had suffered a mini-stroke, but instead of stepping away, she extended her contract and got a raise. The lawsuits begin. With success came a string of legal battles. In 2016, Rebel Entertainment Partners, who helped launch Judge Judy, sued CBS, claiming they were cut out of profits due to Judy's massive salary. Judy fired back, calling their president greedy. She argued her paycheck reflected her value. The court sided with her. Mostly. CBS was cleared, but told they should have informed Rebel about spin-offs. That wasn't the end. More lawsuits came, over spin-off royalties, alleged fraud, and even antique silverware. In one bizarre case, Judy returned expensive china after being accused of buying it from a producer's wife during their divorce. She even sued a lawyer who used her image in TV ads without permission. He countersued. Eventually, he settled by donating to her charity. The end of an era. Or so we thought. In 2020, Judy announced on The Ellen Show that Judge Judy would end after its 25th season. Fans were devastated. But Judy wasn't retiring. She was reinventing. She launched Judy Justice, a new courtroom series designed to connect with modern audiences. This time, she brought in her granddaughter, Sarah Rose, to serve as law clerk. The idea? A courtroom show that bridges generations. But there was one glaring absence: Petri Hawkins Byrd. The Byrd backlash. Fans were shocked to learn Byrd wasn't invited to join Judy Justice. Judy claimed his salary was too high. Byrd, blindsided, admitted he was hurt, especially after years of loyalty and silence. This wasn't the first time he felt excluded. At the Emmy Awards, Byrd was seated far behind Judy and wasn't acknowledged on stage. Still, he remained loyal. But fans weren't so forgiving. The backlash was swift. And Judy listened. She offered Byrd a new role on Tribunal Justice, another courtroom spin-off. It wasn't quite the same, but it was a public nod to the man who stood beside her for decades. Where is Judge Judy now? Today, Judy Sheindlin is still delivering justice. Only now, it's through streaming platforms. Judy Justice is reaching new audiences, keeping her legacy alive for a whole new generation. At nearly 80 years old, she's showing no signs of slowing down. Her empire continues to expand, and her voice remains one of the most influential in legal television. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment if you've ever watched Judge Judy, and smash that subscribe button so you never miss the stories behind your favorite legends. Every click helps us keep the spotlight shining on the truth. And remember, beauty fades, dumb is forever, but subscribers are eternal. See you in the next one.